All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, okay, come one, come all. Round one of the Rec League playoffs. Alrighty, now we're all set up. So we got Champ Ocean versus the PP Bandits. Round one. I don't think we have a nice playoff bracket graphic, do we? This is on the MF Rec League 2 because concurrently we have to play in for the 8th spot in the bracket over on the MF Rec League 1. So get the dual monitors set up, watch them all. Could not tell you if these teams are whole or not. Not a clue what's going on. But we shall see. Champ Ocean banning out a lot of supports from... Who is that support's name? I don't know. His name is just T, I think. We'll see. But spooky guy over there, spooky guy. Meanwhile, we're banning out two of Moxian's champs. We don't want the Viego or the Nocturne carry, of course. And then we have to ban Joe's Ornn. That is the only threat he has in all of gaming. So we gotta take that away. What the heck? What did we do? Roll quest fucked? You mean brain fucked? What? Do we think there's collusion here? Maybe. Oh, we got the MF Rec League viewing in. Love that. At least we are quick with the bans. First pick and Swain. Kind of a power move. Could be flexed to the mid or the support, but probably support. Maybe even top if they're feeling crazy. Nunu Echo is a strong leadoff here. A lot of AP damage. A little assassination potential. Does unlock the Nunu to kind of go tank or assassin. The Dr. Mundo picked up by Joe. A fair play. What can they do into that? Kind of nullifies the Nunu. And easy enough to build tank stats versus AP. I'm going to take a quick phone call. Boys, what are we doing? Uh, how dead in the water is Joseph? Mm. Oh, let's get this underway. It's okay, Jordan. I forgive you. He's speaking in code. He's saying R. All right. I don't know how far they got into bans because I was taking a phone call. But it looks like they are moving a little fast here. They got some pep in their step. Doing some trades on Pokemon TCG Pocket. Best game around. What do we got? We got Swain Cenobrom. Cenobrom is a terrible pairing, but you know, that's life. Into Zillion Leona, Nunu. What is the other thing I picked? Echo? What the heck are we drawing up over there? The no AD dream? Red side, what's it gonna be? Yep, the Echo. The Mundo, that's right, they had that. And Malphite? No way we got Moxie and Mundo Jungle. Fucking wet hamburger. What? I hate both of these teams. I think they're both terrible. Garbage. Um, only AD on the blue side is Senna. Only AD on the red side, Smolder. Huh. Braum into Smolder's pretty good. You can block the whole ultimate. Um, Echo, Nunu, Zillion, pretty bad into Mundo. Malphite will have to build a lot of MR, which doesn't feel great, but it still is Malphite. So he only has one alt target. So essentially, you are going to be trading Malphite Ultimate for either Zillion Ultimate or Smolder Flash, pretty much on cooldown. Um, looks like it will be Zillion mid and a Nunu Ta Nunu jungle echo. I don't fucking know. This is atrocious. Someone tell me what's going on. Um, I don't know. And then on blue side, we said we can't win a game if Mike is not carrying. And the only way Mike carries is if we get to 40 minutes with a beefy front line. So that's what they drafted. Uh, Malphite and Mundo are not going to be able to do anything early into Nunu Echo. So that'll be interesting to see if they can take advantage of that. Oh, we got double Senna. Like, is this how bugged is this lobby? Whatever. Um, Senna Braum going to do nothing in lane, but neither are Smolder Leona. If Leona ever goes in, they die. Swain mid, the main, the main Swain versus Zillion. I think those two both just do a whole lot of nothing to each other, right? No one can really kill anyone. No one wants to kill anyone. Nobody cares about anything. We're just fucking stacking the late game. Woo! We love infinitely stacking champions. In other news, Spurs off to a good start versus the Knicks, 14-6. Hoping the Knicks win just so New York City burns down. As a guy from New York, but hates the city and has zero love for basketball, that would be ideal. Yeah, I haven't played League. I haven't seen League. I haven't thought about League in a good 2 weeks. So we'll see if any patches have come out, any new items. I think last time I casted, Gluttonous Greaves were released, and I didn't know about it. So that was funny. There's a new ADC starting item. Didn't know that came out. These rune changes. Don't know shit about runes. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out of this. All I know is Lock Daddy is coming out on PBE. There's gonna be a stone chiseling, vampire slaying assassin, man. Gonna get into the game real quick here. We're off. All right. Welcome to Summer's Rift. Getting into the action here. It is Leona top by PP Bandit. Didn't expect that one. It is Freshy on the Meko and River Otter gets Zillion support. So I would say a much better setup for the red side with Smolder and Zillion. Makes it a little easier to trade, a little safer. I think Leona just fucking loses into Malphite, so I don't know what's going on there. Much tougher lane for Swain versus the Echo than versus the Zillion. There's definitely some kill potential early, but hopefully Swain gets tanky enough that Echo can't do shit. Thing is, like, Leona just doesn't really pressure Malphite. You can't do really anything without a crazy amount of mana. And Winter's Approach, which will take 30 minutes to get. We do see Freshy trading early. You know, fairly even trade. Swain didn't really hit any spells. But does get the root. Oh, pulled him in and Echo flashes. I don't want to care about the whopping top. That was a close fight mid. And yeah, Leona's just getting pieced up. Leona is winning the Mana War. And is stacking a tier versus a Dorian's Ring. Malphite, letting Malphite get that shield up is not how you want to trade lane. I think Joe is a better laner than PP Bandit, so can exude the pressure a little bit better. We saw Echo on first back get a Dark Seal. Meanwhile, Swain got a refillable pot. So Echo's looking to, you know, get some of these kills and snowball early, as he should, and Swain is just looking to survive. Braum, a little slow there on protecting Senna. But that's okay, it's just Mike, he doesn't matter. And Leona is hating life here. Just getting Q poked down under their own tower, doing what they can to trade back some minions. Already down 7 CS. Going to be more. Malphite really just needs to flash QWE and kill him. Senna is in trouble here, and so is Swain. Swain does not have flash from the last fight, but does not die immediately. Gets a kill onto Nuno, and then gets another kill onto Echo. So Swain comes up ahead, 2 for 1. But coming up ahead, Senna's taking some damage here. They're looking to kind of keep the fight going and get onto Zillion, but it is not enough. PP Bandit has backed and TP'd back to lane with only 17 CS and a Null Magic Mantle. Well, Joe is just now backing and walking back to lane with a Blasting Rod. So those Qs are going to hurt. I don't think the Magic Mantle is going to protect PP Bandit as much as he hopes. A little fight coming down here in the bot lane. Looks like blue side is in trouble. Braum walks back in, trying to trade a little bit. Gets the exhaust onto Smolder, but gets the ignite, but gets exhausted. And flashes out with 0 HP. Hold up. Do we have... Is another new item hit the tower? Doran's Helm? What the hell is this? That's crazy. Why are we just making starting items? Nunu coming in with the snowball. Is it a strike? He does hit, but does take a lot of tower shots. That was another close one, and Mundo and Swain are coming down to capitalize on this. It's a weird 3v3. Malphite does finally flash onto Leona and get the kill. Can they stop the back of Nunu? Just walk in there. Oh, he missed the Q. Swain missed the Q. Mundo has to flash for the kill. What a poorly executed collapse. No one really wanted to check any bush. So that is only 1 kill for blue side. Meanwhile, Echo is pushing mid for free. That could have been at least 2 kills, easily. And Nunu gets to come around. And while the Swain on his way back to lane, Swain has to pop the ult, but Echo is here, and he's going to have a lot of damage. And Zillion is here to finish it off. Mundo is here on the back end, and Echo has no health left. But I don't think it's enough. Mundo early without ult is simply useless. Mundo doesn't have passive. The snowball is going to hit. Overall, 4-3 for the blue side. But it ain't pretty. Braum having to face tank as Senna walks away. And they are still just going to be ran down. Nunu ult coming down. Zillion queuing, but not getting the stun. And almost getting the second bomb off. Smolder ult coming down. Just a lot invested for the sound, but not enough yet. Nunu is coming into the tower again. Senna ult protecting with the shield, and that's going to be a double kill for Mike. Why would we dive that? That was so aggressive. Whew, boys. That is 2 times that red side has dove under tower and given 2 kills that were not necessary. And they didn't even get the trade on Mike in return. Feels pretty fucking bad. Echo is starting to sauce up the Swain. Leona, hating life. Don't know why we were playing Leona top in the MF League. But Nunu is coming down. Whole lot of CC onto Malphite, getting 2 tower shots onto him. That might be enough to catch with the Nunu W and the Chomp. I may have spoken too soon. If Malphite is just going to sit under tower and get stunned for 4 seconds, then you can lose. But that's the only way. Moxion does trade the red buff for that gank. And we'll see if they can do something on these grubbies. Swain's in the area, and Swain has ult. It's gonna be 1 for 2 of match. Yeah, nobody has won anything. The match got remade 7 times, and here we are in game 1. Yep. Fitzy, who wins? Sunder or Smolder? Classic. They did just feed sending 2 kills. Oh, Leona going for the same tech again. We dropped a combo on Malphite under tower. Are the tower shots enough damage? I don't think so. Nunu's coming down. This is a 4 versus 2 right now. Braum flashes out. Barely gets out. Is Ignite and probably will die. Swain ult on top of the Nunu ult. Braum does go down. Swain is just in there though. Now Malphite, or not Malphite, Mundo gets to walk in. Gets the Zillion ult on to Nunu. And Swain is still outputting some damage. Echo's trying to look for a snapback, but it's not enough. And Swain W does pressure enough, but Echo just goes for a crazy play, and it does not work out. The Swain reactions are too good. General gone spotted somewhere. Malphite has finished the Malignants, so that means free Shavakadu on Leona every single time. Mundo does not have Warmogs yet, but is contesting these buffs. Does steal the blue buff. Braum holding shield. Swain getting a little stack action. Senna is kind of caught out with no mana. No Diet Coke today. So you want to hear a funny story? Your boy's a glasses wearer, right? So I also have prescription sunglasses. So I was doing a little cleanup outside the house and was wearing my sunglasses. And then, I got my stuff to go to the gym. Got a little bottle of pre-workout going and whatnot. Hopped in the car, went to the gym, and got there and realized I left my real glasses at home. And your boy can't work out blind. So I just chugged pre-workout for nothing today. Mundo is not able to get the steal on the dragon, so Nunu collects it. And does get caught out with the ults, and Zillion ult saves him for a little bit. Oh, Nunu's still alive, lived quite a while, but now Braum Shield is going crazy. Double kill for Senna. Echo gets a shutdown on Mundo, but is probably getting caught out here. Snapping back just to live. And dashing over to dodge the Senna W. Senna flashing in. Is it enough speed? Senna ult is enough, though. Holy shit. This Senna is super accelerated. 5-0 with the static shiv now. We are trying again the play of Leona hit stun and Nunu come in with the snowball. But I think Joe has become keen to it, aware of it. I think this game is over. This game was never started, dude. We had a chance if it actually was Leona support and Zillion mid. But Leona top is just stupid. I think, unfortunately, Moxian is too far ahead to get tilted. I don't think there's a chance to get him off his rocker at this point in the game. 2-0, already have Heartsteel completed. And you know Smolder is super far behind. I don't think it's good. Isn't Essence Reaver Smolder bad? Rom ult coming down for 2. Nunu ult and Smolder ult on top of it. Zillion ult protecting the Nunu yet again. Rom has to flash out. And Senna is getting some free damage, but it is not enough to get a kill. Mundo's on the back end, but he's going to get spotted out by some boards. And we're wasting some time when we know his red buff's up. Malphite gets first tower on Leona, up 40 CS. What a surprise. Zillion is caught out, has to flash out. And Mundo flashes after him. And that means bot tower is going down to Braum, of all people. Anyone know who Nunu and Willop on red side is? Why are we doing streamer mode? Ew, that's Jordan? Ew. That's why he sucks. Mike taking the confident 2v1 here. They didn't even land a spell on him. Leona's looking for a pick on the Malphite. Unfortunately, Malphite is simply too strong at this point. I don't think you kill him. Malignant's damage coming down like crazy onto Nunu, who flashes out just to get away from the damage. And Malphite is hunting for the Q, and Leona's going to stun him up. And Malphite has to flash, dodges everything. That is crazy. A lot of summoner spells needed to live. And Mundo is just beating on Leona. I don't think they have the damage or really want to tower dive Leona. Or walk into their jungle. Risky play, risky play. Alright, Operation Tilt Moxian is a go. Yeah, that was just a bad line from the boy. Braum missing the Q to avoid the pick on Zillion. Mike at 2 full items. Excuse me, on the Senna. Swain might be in damage here. Might be in danger here. Has the ult. Needs to pop it like immediately. Flashes out from the Smolder ult. Braum is kind of here to help, but I don't know what they really can do. Senna ult coming down for a good shield. The Swain E, it missed, goes through Nunu and is not able to stop the Nunu ult, but now Senna's on the back end, chasing down with Static Shiv. Another auto should really slow and kill everyone. Yup, there it is. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. This is a 5v4 at this point. Senna is really getting stunned up and dies. Big shutdown. Oh, onto Leona, our carry. Oh! But not enough damage to get to the rest of them. So triple kill for Mundo. Yeah, hard to be tilted after you get a triple kill. Worth? I mean, is it? What does it say? What the shutdown was? Yeah, Leona gets 600 gold. What do we buy with that? Nothing to help protect from Senna. All right. Checking the game state here. 17. Oh, Mike complains. You never look at the gold. I get a stat check. 70 on Senna and 143 on Smolder. 17 to 11. Favor on the blue side. Blue side is up $5,500. Even on drag count. 2-1 grubs for blue. Little fight coming down. Smolder trying to steal a cheeky chicken, but Swain caught him out. Unfortunately, Zillion did show up and use the ult on him. Nunu ult coming down on Swain as well, but somehow does not kill him. Senna ult protecting the Swain. This dude is just living. Smolder ult even comes down and doesn't kill him. I think at this point, this Swain's unkillable now. That was kind of crazy how Swain lived. But the whole team really showed up. They did finish the Rift Heralds, but they did rotate. Oh, I didn't check. This guy also has stacks now. How many stacks we got? 30? 30 stacks on Swain. Leona's also stacking. We got 360 stacks on tier. Winter's approach when? They are just going hard on to Senna. Once you get caught out, you got to go in. Rom, little caught, but once they kind of get positioned and Senna can just wail on him, Malphite TPing just to ult and get the double kill. Mundo super tanky under tower as well. Malphite just took like 6 tower shots for half his health. Not good. Not good for the blue side. Rift Herald coming down now. Smolder does not have the damage to knock through this cannon wave, and I think with Malphite and Mundo, they're just tanky enough to really force them under this inhib tower. This should be going down on the blue side. And Malphite's halfway back to ultimate. Leona getting caught out and stunned. Smolder ult coming down, but he does not have executed onto the Mundo. It might not matter. Mundo is getting chunked out and caught here. Senna is on the back end with no mana. Smolder getting a nice fat shutdown onto the Mundo. Echo looking to clean up some stuff here, but it is not enough speed. Red side has tempo and 4 mid, 5 mid. They could just go for the Baron, but our jungler is inting under tower. We need to hit the tower, boys. 3 autos and it's dead, and we stop tanking it. Echo ult is committed. But Swain has arrived and ulted, and Malphite has arrived and ulted, and some red boys are going down. Leona 1v1ing Senna. Don't think that's going to work. Oh, geez, that was just so not optimal. Yeah, tough. I think they really forced the fight under the tower there. Kind of into a little bit, used a lot. Could have had just free tower and a Baron, but here we are. Are they stupid? I didn't say it, but somebody did. Red side has absolutely 0 vision on the top half of the map, and 1 word on the bot side of the map. So that's not looking good. That was just a maybe 1 auto in a Q. It's half a Smolder's health. That's not good. Smolder does have 2 items now, which is, you know, that's cool. That's chill. Senna has 3.5, so that's kind of cooler. Echo picking a fight with Braum, which we don't like to see. Does avoid getting stunned by the Braum passive, which is massive for the team living. But blue side with the Baron buff can kind of do whatever the heck they want on the map. Smart for red side to not even contest the dragon. Echo does still want the blue buff. Don't think you'll get, brother. Nope. Ooh, good sidestep to block the cleaver. But there's a lot of tools. A lot of tools here to slow him down. But we are seeing the team comp of front line before Michael, and it's working. Oh Lord, it's working. Malphite getting caught, but taking some damage. Ulting in the path of the snowball to still get caught. Senna ult being committed to save him, but Echo snaps back to reality and kills him. And then Swain is on the back end here. Zillion gets the ult off onto Echo, so he lives just a little bit longer, but it is not enough. Senna, or Smolder ult coming down to do nothing. And the 4 on blue side is still full health. Diving under tower here. Smolder does have execute, it looks like. Big, big, big. But this tower's going down. This inhib's going down. I'm yelling timber. And they probably can just push. They do have 10 seconds until Nunu. And Swain's just taking tower shots for fun. Don't know if we're game ending now. Mike's probably pissed. He's like, we could have ended. Nunu coming in with a fucking vengeance here. Senna losing half their health pretty quickly, but everyone is flashing out and getting out. And Echo just took his whole health bar. Yeah. Senna auto attack range is starting to be massive. Senna gets away from Leona, who misses the ultimate, and dodges the E. Ult him for fun. Swain TPing in. Big E. Big E. Oh! Big flash from Zillion. Now we can end. Baron buff has worn off, but I don't think they can stop him with Smoldering or Echo in 13 seconds. Give him one more kill, Zillion. You know you want to. Nox is missing all the cleavers. But here comes Malphite with the big ult. Oh, we're just auto and tower. Or auto Nexus. Swain ult coming down. Yep, there's the Malphite ult. Taking tower. Onto the target with Zillion ult. They're just going for kills here. Bad in stats. Mundo dying. Fortunately for red side, minions have it. And the minions have it. Alright. GG. Game 1. Played out exactly as I kinda said. That was just stand behind Mike. Stand in front of Mike type show. And this team comp, just some garbage going on, so don't do that again. But go, game 2. This is only a best of 3, so cut the pools a little bit. See, Freshie had enough. Hurry up. I got stuff to do. I got packs to pull. Come on. Go. Ooh. 40 to 33 Spurs. Brr. Alrighty, what are we gonna do to, readjust for game two? We're gonna ban Darius. Getting rid of the Raka. The reverse sweep, Fresh, did you tap out or you just summon in? Papa Wand. Okay, okay. So they're upgrading. And more of that feeding echo. Freshy match fixing confirmed. Uh, we are very afraid of Moxian in this game. We got rid of Darius, Diana, and Trundle. So we don't want him playing on anything that goes, you dead. Meanwhile, Red side, scared of Jordan Shyvana, which I don't think anyone should ever be scared of Shyvana. The Shen is a free pick, and I guess Rocket's annoying, but I'm kind of surprised by that one. Amok's picking Caitlyn away from Mike, which Mike would be like, why would you ever do that? It's like, it's because it's the only champion you play and you hit fucking Challenger, so of course you're going to ban the Caitlyn or pick the Caitlyn. Seraphine loading in. It's probably as support. But it does deny kind of going in. I don't know how it fares into Caitlyn. Or why that's a prio pick. Oof. The dog. We got Moxie on the dog. Are we going to see Jordan on the Quinn? Jordan on the Quinn Hail Mary in game 2 of the best of 3 would be crazy. Instead, we get Xin Zhao and Milio. Milio, Kate, good, good. They get the range. Kind of tough to play into Seraphine. You don't really do much. But pretty passive lane. Who are we going to round off the selection with? Is it going to be Varus? Varus Seraphine, a lot of poke. A lot of poke. You know, could be going for the one shots, outrange the Caitlyn. Some more bans. I'm sure we're going to see some top laner bans here. What, team doesn't want to play into Joe, what Joe doesn't want to play against. But we do see LeBlanc banned, who is, I think, Papa Juan's best mid laner. And just an annoying champion to get ahead on, or to let get ahead. Who else we banning? Oriana. Um, I don't know if you need to ban Oriana. Like, Oriana Zinzao is not the best combo. Not the worst. It is a combo, but it's not the best. To round it off, we banned Kale and then Victor. So, no free scaling. Um, but I don't know. Excuse me. If Red Side can really afford to pick another squishy champion, they kind of need some frontline top lane, and they really only won last game because of their fat frontline. So you already picked the assassin with the Fury. You kind of need a top laner that can hold it down and get in their face. And it's going to be Lissandra. This is a decent, mage frontliner. Can do some stuff. Really disrupt. Can get on top of Caitlyn and freeze him up. We'll see what Papa Wand will do to counteract that. Given the counter pick, we have the Cho'Gath coming down. The top side. Is that actually top side? Probably. PP Bandit on the Cho. Papa Wand going through the whole roster here. Doesn't know what to pick. Picks Syndra. Syndra. I think it's a decent pick into Lissandra. It can't really react if Lissandra crawls onto you, but it does help shut down the Nefiri ult, and can kind of outrange Varus ult with the E or the QE. I think it's decent, and you do have the one-shot potential onto Varus the Seraphine. You have Nefiri, or sorry, not Nefiri, Scion picked into Cho'Gath. I know that's a classic matchup. I don't know who wins what. They both just do absolutely nothing, and I hate having either of them on my team, so don't care for that one. We will see if Blue Side actually swaps the roles, the champs, the anything. Because if they want full swap, this is kind of crazy. Definitely reassessing what they did in game one and changing the strategy. They have 7 seconds left to lock in. Alright, bait and switch complete. River Otter, who just played Zillion support, is now on the Zinzao jungle. PP Bandit, who played Leona top, is now the Milio support. Jordan, who played new jungle, is now Cho'Gath top. And Papa Wand is in for Freshy J in the mid lane. So Avox, the only guy comfortable on his kind of role in champion, unless you say that playing Leona top was a warm up for support. So interesting, but I like the approach. I couldn't tell you what their actual roles were during the season, but I'd agree with where they're sitting at now as some of their best in slots. Don't know. I don't know if I've seen River Honor on an aggressive jungler, but that's always new. They did ban 3 enemy junglers right off the rip to kind of give the best matchup there. I think Zinzao into Nefiri is a tough one. I think I would rather be the Nefiri in this situation because once you jump on Zinzao, he really can't do anything. So if you're ever ahead, you just jump on him and kill him. Meanwhile, what does that mean for the red side? It means that Joe gets a new top laner. Playing against 2 different top laners in a series is always tough because everyone plays, like pretty uniquely. After game 1, you think you figure out what they're doing, and then here's a new person who does something completely different with the wave, so that's annoying. but you're playing Scion, so you do nothing. You hit the wave, you use your W, like that broken ability, and then you ult to mid lane, and you win. And Moxian, I don't know why this keeps like just duplicating champions. I got Cho'Gath on each team. Moxian on the Fury again needs to get ahead and steamroll mid lane. I don't know what the matchup says. I don't know where the science is. Have to assume that Lissandra can win, but if Syndra ever gets ahead, the game is over. I think is kind of how mid lane works. Let's do a quick little stat comparison here. Lissandra has a 52% win rate and a 56% lane kill rate. So I think Syndra's bad pick there. Hate to say it. Bad pick. That's okay. Because we have Varus Seraphine. And once again, all trust is in Mike to carry the game. I think Varus is very strong into pretty much everyone here. Obviously, Cho'Gath is annoying, but if he eats your ult, then the rest of the team just gets neutralized to do nothing. So we'll see. This is do or die for the PP Bandits. Their season could end right here, right now, live on the MF Rec League 2. We'll see if they can hang on. Oh, where are we going? Oh, don't want that. Want that. Good luck. Have fun. Nice and wholesome. From Jordan, aka Cho'Gath.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Plus, I look at the word early. Excuse me. Oh, late. Scion just going to tower. Good old 5-point. Seraphine late to the Skerfuffle, and Varus losing a third of his mana just to cast one little ability. And a Fury's spotted in mid lane, so we know they're starting Raptors. But Xin is already on the blue buff, so really cannot take advantage by invading at all. So just going to kind of be a gentleman's start here. Both junglers pathing down. Jordan just eating the full Scion Q to start, because why not? Syndra taking some crazy damage already. Lissandra just getting them with Electrocute.
Boom. Headshot.
Oh, that's right. The Cho'Gath scream, making Scion too scared to slam his axe down. This Scion's champion is not balanced. It's just free trade. Caitlyn missing the cannon. Hate to see it. Both junglers doing jungle things. Xin Zhao is a little ahead in the clear. Watch out. Cho'Gath really is just taking a lot of damage, losing a lot of mana. And taking just a lot of Qs. I don't get it. Sandra, aggressive line there. I think they were stunned up and could not take it. But looking pretty Lissandra favored here in lane. Moxion did clear faster, is going to get to the Skull Crab first. Red side has Prio in bot lane as well, but Zinzao steals the Scuttle Crab. Moxion saving Smite for next game. We walk through our laner's minions. Everyone knows Cho'Gath was on a back, so is getting to the Scuttle Crab first. Zinzao committing on to Lissandra here. Flashing in. Lissandra getting out. Does still have flash. Might need it. Scatter of the week. Going wide because Lissandra flashes. So that's a lot of flashes. Blue side is in. Red side's jungle. The Fury trying to do something here. Sign on the back end, but not a lot of mana left. The Fury has to flash out again, and a TP from Lissandra come if they can keep him in the fight. Oh my god, another flash coming out from Sion. Sion Q does hit Cho'Gath. Lissandra here. This could be huge if Lissandra can get in here. Going in. Get some damage onto Cho'Gath, but it's not enough. Sion is in his passive, hitting the Zinzao. Not enough damage. Oh, hate to see it. Yeah, wild fight. I don't think Red Side was on the same kind of page there, and playing around Lissandra TPing back in. Did not play towards their tower, just played towards the jungle. Like Sion flashed away instead of just using the Scuttle Crab speed boost. So, some suboptimal shenanigans going on. A kill going down for Zinzao and Cho'Gath. And pretty much every flash on the board is gone. Cho'Gath does still have flash, and obviously bot lane, super safe. So coming back around top lane, just to spook Sion a little bit, but it's not enough. Cho'Gath, does have that kill, but is down 15 farm at this point, so gold's fairly even. Moxon pinging the second Scuttle Crab, trying to get that one. Zinzao is nowhere to be seen near it, playing towards the bot side. If Moxon gets spotted out, could force the Dragoon. I think Syndra's a little scared still of Lissandra. Sion is pretty much a whole... Whoa, Risen Mars, new account, first time chatter? Yes, it was the Mike show. Senna was like 17-0, 19-0. Ran one. He got killed once, I think. Especially, I think I blame a lot before I blame the Echo. That dive onto mid lane though was crazy. Did not need to do that and give 2 kills. Mid lane, exactly even farm. Bot lane, little Mike favored. All of bot lane, no backs. It's not very strong right now. Zinzao playing towards the grub, and Moxion playing towards a lane gank here. Is level 7 already, so we can try to do something. Varus ult coming down, as well as, oh, the Neferi ult and the Seraphine ult lock it down at max range. So 3 ults for a kill on the bot side, but that does unlock Varus to get the kill and get the back off, which is going to be a huge swing in pressure for the lane. Xin Zhao does capitalize and do grubs on the other side, but that's when we say jungle diff, you didn't counter gank. Meanwhile, just play safe bot side. Why didn't you avoid Varus ults, Neferi ults, and or Seraphine ults? You know what I'm saying? We'll see how greedy Xin Zhao gets here. If Moxian paths for the Krugs, it's safe, but no, Moxian is pathing towards the Raptors. We sniffed it out. We saw what was coming in. Xin Zhao ult does buy a little bit of time and damage from the Neferi Q. So very good use of Xin Zhao as a champion there. It was very... Oh, we're going back in. This could look pretty good. Lysandra still has ult, I believe. No, Lysandra does not have ult. But Sion does, walking into lane. And getting the slow onto Xin Zhao and the Q knock up. But oh, Xin had the exact amount of auto attacks to knock up the Sion. It's not, doesn't matter though. It's enough damage. Syndra is full health though in this fight. But Perfect Johnny's Lysandra ult is coming back up. So if they try to fight, Lysandra surely will win. Cho'Gath tried to push, but Sion is going to take just a cheeky TP back top. Does not care about backing and sacking away any of that money. Cho'Gath opted to stay in lane instead of backing on the opportunity. But I don't think Cho'Gath really could do anything here. Caitlyn trying to keep Varus in lane. I don't think Varus has anything to buy. I don't think he really cares. Oh, you thought he was aiming for Caitlyn? We're not aiming for the truck. And that was always supposed to hit Milio. Blue side is walking down here. Trying to collapse this 4, but red side has some wards in those bot lane bushes. And it's going to spot out Xin Zhao, so big ol' waste of time here for the blue side. Syndra, oh, Syndra's hunting. You can get Seraphine right here. But we hesitated. Varus landed the ult, and we stayed in range of it, so it's just chaining. Lysandra now on the backside. Got the snap in, and will be able to ult someone or something. But does get knocked back and has to ult themselves. Neferi coming in, getting the ult reset. Going back in, but getting shut out, I think, by a Milio Q there. To stop the recast of Neferi ult. So overall a 1-for-1, and it is what, Caitlyn? Did Caitlyn get that kill? And Neferi got a kill? Yeah, we are playing a little safe. Amox holding the flash. I don't know if they ever really had an opportunity to do anything with it, but it's fine. Oh my god, that's a whatever the opposite of aggressive is. Flash from Cho'Gath. I don't even think you were in danger of that Sion ult. Meanwhile, just still getting hit by Sion. Xin Zhao is here, lands the max range W, knocks up the Sion. Is it enough damage? Lands another W, another E. And it's just enough. Just enough time and damage to get to the Sion. I think the Sion kept walking instead of charging the Q. Might have lived there. But that means red side knows that Xin Zhao is on the top side, and they know they have a free dragon. So they're going to do this. Mike is going to push wave and delay the take as usual. Put his team in a bad spot, but look at him. He's learned. Coming back to it. We have Hubris Varus. I don't know if that's meta, but sure, why not? Caitlyn trying to dance here a little bit. And another Varus ult just seeking Milio, trying to just keep PP Bandit down. Some crazy damage starting to come out. Milio ult coming down simply for healing. And the Fury is here with the ult in the back pocket. You'll see. Oh, and Lissandra. This is good as dead Milio and Caitlyn. We have the Fury Wing for damage, not to live under tower. That's aggressive. And Syndra ult coming down, but too little, too late. Getting stunned up by Seraphine. And I don't think it's enough time to force them on the tower. The Fury did already use the second ult charge, even though the target was kind of dead to Lissandra. Cho'Gath Sion just fighting. Oh, Xin Zhao is in here, doing crazy damage to Moxian. Flashes in and gets the kill with the spear, and now he's on top of Varus, which this could be a pretty good shutdown if they can get it. Sandra is also in a bad spot and gets killed by Caitlyn. I don't know. Varus just did a whole loop around the map. Did not get chased down by Xin Zhao. I don't really know what's going on. Xin Zhao does make Seraphine flash. Meanwhile, Seraphine is still taking crazy damage from Caitlyn ult. Is Xin Zhao going to go for the solo dive? That would be crazy. No, let's take the Gromp. And a whole lot of commotion here. But what does it turn out to be? Turns out to be 7-6 in favor of blue side, but red side is up 500 gold on the map. We'll check golds per person here. Top lane's a wash. Jungle, slightly Xin Zhao favored. Mid lane, slightly Lissandra favored. ADC, a whole 1,000 buckaroos up for Varus. And support doesn't matter. So, as always, Mike's the guy in the lead. He's in charge. He's doing everything. Xin Zhao with a nice play, but Seraphine getting the triple ult. Syndra scattering and getting the kill on Seraphine. Lissandra did TP in, but is it a little too late? Can we 2v4 this? That would be aggressive. Your jungler, again, Jungle Diff, is just farming. But hey, maybe we should have played safe instead of getting dove. And Lissandra walks into Syndra, getting chunked out quite a bit and just going straight down to pop a one with the ult after quite a few Q stacks. What are they called? Splinters. I don't know, the balls. Too many balls. Oh, Moxie going Dicko mode here. Just jumping on top of Syndra, but Syndra has flash to get away. Yeah, he just fucking told Johnny to sit down, son. I got this one. Speaking of father and son behavior, Jordan does not care about Scion poke. He is just tanking it like a champion. Scion with no mana. This is the time to kill him. Xin Zhao is in the area. Call in the B-52. He's going to wait for the last possible second and just dive onto Xin Zhao. Cho'Gath needs to get here to do some damage. And gets the jump. Oh, that's a red ward. They just knew that Xin Zhao was there. Continue to back. Oh, Lissandra ulting the Caitlyn. Milio also taking a lot of damage. Going to go down to the snipe, not the Lissandra passive. Another 4-man bot lane. Hey guys, jungle diff? What's my jungler doing? Helping top lane? Don't think so. Overall, not like the worst trade on the map. You're getting top pressure, you got a kill top, you're getting Rift Herald, and you got mid tower, all for your ADC and support, which are kind of the lowest ranks on your team, so do we even want to play for them? Really, I think the Caitlyn Milio right here is just mitigate Varus as much as possible. And then hope and pray that Xin Zhao carries, I think, is kind of how you got to play in a Varus here. So I don't hate clearing up the rest of the map at the expense of a couple of kills in a tower bot lane. Lissandra here going for the assassination, but Milio is there to heal and shield up. Cho'Gath just trying to run down Lissandra, but huge Scion ult coming down. Huge damage from Scion. And it's just all going poorly for the red or for the blue side. The Fury now ulting in, getting a kill, going to get another kill onto Cho'Gath, and that's just a clean 5-0 for the red side. That was the nastiest flank by Scion that you can imagine. Uh, uh, you just can't let that happen. Getting kind of strung out like that and letting him have his pick of who he ults into. Rarely does Scion ult land, but when it does, it hits like a truck. So that's quite the swings. We're going to let this tower fall down, and they just got the dragon. Now we've kind of swung the opposite direction. It is 10-13 for red side, with red side being up almost 4K, a little over 3K. Which is a commanding lead here, considering blue side just took 2 towers. Rift Herald came down from blue side mid. I don't know if that was a great play. It's kind of into nothing. It's gonna be really hard to break mid. Maybe you get 2 plates here, but oh, we're riding it too, so we could get kind of snapped here. Oh, and it was Caitlyn in there too. Amax is crazy. Maybe he was believing that his team would fight. I don't really know. But that was some unhinged behavior right there. Now the issue is kind of everyone on red side is super fed, so obviously Mike is going to one-shot whoever he touches. Fury, very strong, kind of on the flank. Whoever they ult is going to have a bad time. And then Lissandra can either fake you out and ult themselves to be protected, or you just ult someone and shut them right down. Oh, since are we just going to walk into Fury here? We don't like that, but holding his own, doing quite a lot of damage. The ult coming down, Lissandra ult. Just yeah, one of those Y path there. There's nothing in the area, no reason to be there. Your team is losing. You have no mid tower. You gotta just know you can't do that. Scion doing some proxy wave type bullshit. Meanwhile, like, we're just leaving Varus exposed mid. All 3 on the red side are bot. Cho'Gath trying to TP in and get a flank here. Scion misses the Q to disrupt the TP, and red side sneaks away, but Scion just TP'd in right into the middle of him. So we'll see what this fight has in store for us. Seraphine ult going wide. Cho'Gath is walking around but getting stunned up. Scion is taking a lot of damage. Syndra or Lissandra is also taking a lot of damage. Had to Zanya's ult just to stay alive for a little bit. Varus having some difficulty getting some damage down. But that Q just sniped through everyone and did a lot of damage. Scion passive coming in and gonna do some damage, but does get knocked up. Overall, oh, now the Neferi ult comes in. Syndra with a nice scatter, and Cho'Gath stacking up on the Neferi. Another kill going down onto the Seraphine. Oh, Varus fail flashes into the fucking Cho'Gath Q, and Caitlyn gets a fat shutdown onto Varus. Wow. And we call out at bot diff. So that was a 5-4-3 for the blue side. And guess what? Now we're within 1,500 gold. Crazy, 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 crazy stuff. Yeah, that Scion TP was very bad. If you just push through top and you get top tower, it's simply winning. Red side was already out from the Cho'Gath TP. They knew it was coming. They did not need any more help. And then you forced a fight with you taking a lot of damage without your team supporting. Over, nothing. Dragon's up in 10 seconds now. It was never really in the timer for that fight. So just wasn't needed. But speaking of what's not needed is Cho'Gath is on the Baron. Oh, blue side is just going for Baron. It is caught out on vision. Lissandra's in the area to maybe disrupt this, and red side is going to give up on the dragon and just walk to the Baron. Blue side is taking this quite slowly. Syndra is nowhere to be found. Scion ult's coming down, but misses. Varus committing to Cho'Gath to try to kill him quickly. The Fury ult coming down. Lissandra had to ult to protect themselves. Scion is getting chunked out and will die already. Seraphine almost dead. Xin Zhao going on to the Neferi and flashing after them. Caitlyn picking up the kill with a snipe onto Neferi. And this is going very poorly for the red side. They walked into that fight just really not prepared. Committing to Cho'Gath, who was isolated but was now tanky enough to survive the fight. And Scion is just not able to disrupt enough. But Lissandra came back in with a vengeance, gets a kill, and now it is a 3v2, and Varus is doing crazy damage. I don't think Caitlyn can just take this. Oh, the Q misses, but Xin Zhao was in here. Caitlyn flashing forward. That's that aggressive flash we like from Amox. Really caught Mike off guard there with the auto attacks. Red side might not have known they had vision in that bush the whole time. So nobody takes any objective, but blue side won out on that trade. Now we're only 800 gold apart. So they're ratcheting it in. If we can stop Lissandra ult, who's not in the bush, we can't see, but just Jordan. Is that a EU lag or a brain lag? Just not popping the Q onto the backing human. Xin Zhao is starting the dragon. Caitlyn is getting damage down, and we TP'd in with Syndra just for some tempo. Scion is taking the top tier 1 that was at 1 plate anyways. What is the series score? It is 1-0. Champ Ocean. And this game is quite mid. Well, somebody else type it. Alright, Twinkle.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Red side now catching Cho'Gath. And the Fury not doing a crazy amount of damage, but is ulting in. Cho'Gath's staying alive, but Varus, this snipe is going to hurt here. Bop. Cho'Gath really held off for a while. Caitlyn is now just rage splitting mid because her team's doing nothing. Overall, you know, good catch by the red side. And now you're 4-0, and Varus is ghosting it, Xin Zhao. Caitlyn is in some fucking trouble here. Xin Zhao's trying to run interference. I do not like this. Syndra has just been on the back foot in every play here. Xin Zhao going in, trying to just get a snipe onto Varus. Lissandra is coming in. The Fury tanks the ultimate, and Caitlyn is doing crazy damage, but does get caught by the Scion ult Q. And good night to Amox. PP Bandit trying to get away from the Fury, and does with the flash Q. Oh, I liked where Xin Zhao's head was at. I think Caitlyn was just a half a second too late on the read. Didn't know they wanted to fully commit to going in. So only had the ultimate. And that got blocked by Neferi. So you hate to see it. Shutting down Mike obviously is the way to win the game. But now red side is pretty much guaranteed to get this Baron. I don't think Milio and Syndra can fight this, but Cho'Gath is here, and we saw that Cho'Gath does do crazy damage. We do have the Cho'Gath ult's potential to steal the Baron. Syndra having to flash away. Cho'Gath beelining it for the Baron. It's at 3,000, 2,500. Who is going to focus on the Baron to kill it? Cho'Gath is stunned up. Cho'Gath eats the Baron. Big for the blue side. And Cho'Gath's still alive with, a third of his health. Now Varus is turning to focus and going to kill him. But Caitlyn here on the back end just barely misses the Q onto Seraphine and does not have vision of Sion to know that that was a free kill right there. Oh, you hate to see it. I do wonder if Caitlyn ult would kill Seraphine, but we won't find out. We won't know. But that's massive, massive, massive turn for the blue side. No, no, no. No, no, no. PP Bandit. No streamer mode. Alrighty. So, a lot of kills for red side. And decent money for blue side. That's kind of where we're sitting. Red side now up $2.6 thousand. We'll check in on a per lane basis. Cho'Gath is now up on the Sion. But Moxian has started to come. Oh, Sion all coming in, catching Caitlyn, but is the team there to follow up? No, but Sion's not taking all that much damage. Now we're taking damage. Seraphine ult coming down, and Sion flashes away, but still dying. Xin Zhao ult is very OP here, just blocking all the damage from the ranged champions. Cho'Gath is walking in on the backside, doesn't know who to hit. We go after Nefiri, we get Lissandra ulted. Xin Zhao now gets free reign on Lissandra, considering she ulted Cho'Gath to save the team. And Varus has to scatter and get away from that one. Do not chase the Varus. Push the lane, I think, is the play. Or push into, now we get Dragon, hopefully, in 10 seconds. That was a great flank from Jordan. Very just aggressive play from red side with Sion ulting down the whole lane. Team not able to get in range. Oh, and we're still chasing the Varus. We finally popped the Knight's Vow, or whatever that, Edge of Night, whatever Knight item that is. Ghost Varus is too fast for Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath Q going wide. I don't think he can kite forever. Oh, Cho'Gath just said, fuck you, flashing on you and going to chomp you. That's the respect Mike deserves. And that's kind of crazy. Now Caitlyn gonna walk down mid. We still have Baron buff. So we'll see if we can push a wave and get this auto onto the crystallized tower. But I don't know if we will. Xin Zhao is a menace right now. Just kind of picking a target, jumping on him. Cho'Gath also not taking damage. Considering the only AP damage on the red side is Lissandra. He has full 8 armor right now. And Nefiri getting caught out in the jungle. Xin Zhao not giving a fuck and doing crazy damage to him. Oh, the Q gets missed, but the Caitlyn ult does come down. Oh, the heal was enough. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Dog OP. Sion was just split pushing. Which, this would kind of be a good time to collapse for Sion. Oh, Lissandra getting caught a little bit. Having to ult themselves. Good timing from the Cho'Gath Q, and Amox getting the headshot to kill. Yeah, River Otter is a fucking menace. Nefiri, again, we W for damage instead of getting out, and then we flash out. It's kind of crazy. Sion missing the ult, getting bounced around by Milio, and just taking auto attacks from Caitlyn getting chomped by the Cho'Gath. And let's do a fucking stack check on Cho'Gath. 12. That's a lot. It's fucking 1 epic and 5 champions. That ain't nothing, boys. Fury stealing a Raptor and getting out with it. So we have Gold Swing. We got Gold Swing for blue side. They're now up 500 gold. Xin Zhao just face tanking Varus ult. Has to ult to defend himself from the damage. So you know, I like where Mike's head is at. Now we're doing some damage. We'll see what's going on here. Syndra again, just not with the team ever. Xin Zhao is taking a lot of poke. I think we need to kind of call this play and get out of here. Well, we still have our heads. You have tier 1 top lane. Syndra could have taken it by now if you just gave up on the fight. There's nothing to fight over. Dragon's still in 2 minutes. Oh, Syndra going for the execution. Making Lissandra pop the ultimate on themselves. The Fury is getting a little cheeky with these steals. So, you know, the tilty does the tilting. Syndra just got the Zhonya's out of Lissandra. So that is ult and then Zhonya's in quick order. Cho'Gath has taken a lot of damage. Does face tank the Scion ult and the Q. But Xin Zhao doing crazy damage. Can we get another kill? We need some damage. We need Caitlyn to show up. Can Cho'Gath live that long with Milio on the back end? Milio's starting to get focused by Scion, but does cancel the Q with the Q. Cho'Gath still alive, face tank and auto attacks. Caitlyn is focusing on Scion, does get the kill. Can we disengage and get Scion out or Cho'Gath out of here alive? We might be able to. I don't think that snipes enough. Mike does not get the kill. All right, boys, can we now reset and play for the Baron and the Dragon in 50 seconds? That was a lot of drawn out action. But now it's looking good. And now we have 3 dragons on blue side versus 2 dragons on the red side. Hextech Soul would be huge for Caitlyn Syndra for catching you know, the Varus and the Fury that keep slipping away. And that also allows the blue side to go straight to Baron here. They can say fuck the dragon if they think Baron will end the game for them or get them, you know, in a better position in 5 minutes for the 4th dragon, or I guess 8th dragon. But no, we're just going to walk at the dragon. Syndra, little caught out here, but we know Lissandra does not have Zhonya's. Lissandra does ult Syndra. Syndra getting the ult off, but it is not enough damage. Syndra is going to go down. Cho'Gath is on the back end, hitting 3 of them. The eat does not do enough damage. Cho'Gath is now just in the middle of 4 of them. Blue side kind of half committed to the dragon. Mike's getting half caught. Amok's on a killing spree. Cho'Gath still alive. And Xin Zhao doing the dragon. Oh, Amok's another aggressive flash to kill Mike. And Caitlyn ult just kind of disappeared there. That was kind of weird. Scion ulted to try to steal dragon. I don't know what the play call was there. But another kill for the Cho'Gath. Yeah, not looking good for red side at this point. Hextech Soul really helps the blue side. Mike's almost full build. Amok's now ahead in gold by 1,300. Will be a little bit more after this Baron. I mean, some hero plays from the tanks, honestly. I think the top laner has been really fun to watch this game. Just getting in the middle of the mess. Jordan just not dying ever. And Joe doing a lot of disruption with his ultimates. So I think they're playing very well. Blue side's got to be a little careful. Their Caitlyn is not there yet. Oh, Jordan doesn't make the blast cone. Syndra trying to get a snipe. We're seeing that Hextech Soul just slow down Nefiri, and then a Shrelius come out to try to chase him down, but one Veritas Q just takes half a million health. You hate to see it. This is a tough siege with Seraphine and Varus able to hit the wave. I think they need to split up into two lanes here to really be successful. So we'll see what they do. They're just gonna kind of steal some jungle camps, starve them out a little. And the Fury's looking at an aggressive angle here. Seraphine ult coming down does hit Xin Zhao. Is it enough? Cho'Gath is really just taking damage. Lissandra's going for wave. Blue side is split up here. This is red side's opportunity to really hunt them down. Blue side is very chunked with a member not here. If Sion wants to just ult at them, now is the chance. We see Syndra. We know it's a 5v4, boys. Go in! And I think the door is closed. But no, the Fury is walking in, trying to bait them into Sion Q. But Jordan's smarter than that. Varus ult going wide. Syndra, or Lissandra going down in almost 2 hits. Xin Zhao ult coming down at the right time to really protect him. Cho'Gath getting a kill. Xin Zhao jumping onto Seraphine. The Fury does get the kill onto Caitlyn. But Syndra is looking to chase down Varus. PP Bandit flashed away from the Fury yet again. Papuan does get the kill. They have the push. PP Bandit does fall to Sion finally. But now blue side is coming back to save their boy Jordan, who is about to kill Sion. Another one. Was that a bite? No, it wasn't. How many stacks we at? 12 still? You gotta get eaten, Jordan. Can he Oh, he misses Moxian. Does not find him in the... Oh, he misses him with the plant. Hate to see it. The blue side finally gets the inhib tower. That is really going to shake up the map here. Oh, Moxian just going in. I don't think that's smart. Lissandra does get the stun. And GA is immediately gone. And Jordan just TP'd in just to eat him. So it is tea time. Seraphine's looking a little caught here. Ult doesn't even cast. Varus ult does come down, do some damage. But I think Jordan can just tank these towers and probably a fountain for the rest of the game. And they will win. So great comeback. Ending up 6k up for the blue side. That means they're still alive for one more game. We're going to game 3, boys. What a graph. What a graph. Amox doing some great damage for his team, and Jordan just doing a whole lot of that. Mike, only one doing anything on his team as usual. You do hate to see it, but that's life. W Jordan. Is Butterfly Boy Jordan? That's, you know what? It's that month. It's his month. He can have it. What about PPE Bandit? You did great. You hit those Qs when they mattered. But that was action packed there. That was a whole lot going on. We'll see if the boys are going to get right into this, or if anyone needs a minute. But 1-1 going into game 3. The most exciting best of 3 can get right here. Excuse me. On the MF Rec League 2. How is the best of 5 going? Where are they sitting at? Somebody tune into that stream. Oh, you know what I might have? For anyone, ooh, tuning in. Wait a minute. All right, I'm grabbing some water. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is your ad-free commercial break, brought to you by Shock Top. You know. All right, all right, all right. It's game three. Picking bands. So what's the math on that? There's 20, 40? 40 champs gone out of 162. Good quarter. We've got some bullshit banned by Champ Ocean, Lux, Yumi, and Karma. Nobody wants to play against those champions ever. Meanwhile, we're targeting Mike with the MF and Ziggs, and we're targeting Moxian with the Briar. Don't ban Briar. Let's see some Briar gameplay. Come on. You know who's still up is Kane. I think Moxian will pick a Kane in the first two here. Put my money on that. Zyra. Is it support? Is it jungle? We won't know for a while. We picked Sona. Classic Deacon Frost's last enchanter left after. I know the band like Lulu and some other bullshit, so there might not be really any enchanters left besides Sona. What does Mike pick? Sivir? Does he really put his series, his standing on the line with Sivir? Or does he go AP Kog'Maw? Oh, we went Ezreal. Ezreal Sona. Cancer. Cancer. Come on, Moxian, do the cane. You know you want to. It's the last champion left. There we go. Knew it was coming. Read him like a book. It's not like very good into Volibear, if that's Volibear jungle, but it's not the worst. That could be a Volibear top and a Zyra jungle. If that's the case, Blue Kane just kind of cleans up the whole game, I think. We will see. I think blue side needs just frontline. They already have Ezreal, they have the heals from Sona, they have the assassination and or bruiser from Kane. They just need more bodies. Up there in the front. Red side, however, we want Ashe. So if it's Ashe Zyra, a lot of lane control. Uh, Again, tough into Ezreal and Sona, but probably the best they can do. And could be that Volibear top or jungle, so they have some engage, some kind of bruisiness, some damage. Really stops the anti-front line from blue side. Those Volibear Ws do add up in damage into tanks. Getting rid of Nasus, which I guess fair. We're down in champ pools. You ban anything that people might pick. But I don't think they can afford to pick Nasus with the team comp they have. No, DMPP. DMPP. Vigar getting to one of the last bans of Game 3. Kind of surprising. Last ban of the series. Who will it be? The Croc. Blue side banning the two Shuriman brothers. No Nasus. No Renekton. So who's left? Garen? Is Garen still up? This might be a Joe Garen angle. A lot of AD. They kind of need some AP pick here. I don't know what Johnny's got left in the bag. We did hover Talia last game, I think. Sway alive? I don't know if Sway got banned. We're picking Rise. Oh, go next. You can't win with Rise in the MF League. That's not allowed. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. The Vel'Koz. We're doing geometry? Alright, everybody break out the protractors. Gonna learn about some angles. Acute, obtuse, isosceles, scaling. All that triangle type bullshit. Set into the Maokai. Should be pretty winning for the boss. And that means that it is Volibear jungle, set top, Rise mid, and Ashe and Zyra in the bot lane, unless they're doing some funky shit. And then it will be Maokai, Kane, Vel'Koz, Ezreal, Sona on the blue side. So two formidable teams. I think Maokai is fairly deep in the bag for Joe. Not a lot of tanks left, and he did need some front line. Not man enough to play Cassante. Not everybody is, but it's okay. It's okay one day. But we do have set. Unfortunately, don't have nameplates for the red side, so we don't know what they did as far as swapping. If they stuck with what they did last game, or if they're going to swap around PP, River Otter, and Jordan. But I have to imagine it is Jordan's set. Volibear is probably a River Otter type champion. And I think Zyra would be a challenge for PP. So I don't know how that's gonna go, but we did take essentially all of the enchanters out of the game. So not a lot left. Unless you want to play Tarek or something. Um, so, alrighty. I think lane by lane, I think Set should dominate the Maokai. But I'll have my assistant pull up the stats here. We'll really get to the bottom of it. See what op.gg says. Oop. Set counters. Oh, also, maybe no one played Maokai top lane. Yeah. No one has ever done it. No one has ever seen the Set versus Maokai top lane. Uh, let's. Lilytics puts Set versus Maokai as a 50.19% win rate, so not that winning for Set. Win rate by game length, steep drop off after 25 minutes. Um, so we will see. Seems like an even match. But you do just allow that Batista bomb of pulling Maokai into your whole team and killing them all. Um, which Vel'Koz and Ezreal are just going to position behind Maokai. We will see what form Kane goes. There's four. I don't know why this just bugged every game. Who's Ezreal? Set. So there's three ranged, two melee. So Set or Kane could get any form he wants. I would imagine you just want Red Kane, given the team fight potential of Vel'Koz ult and Maokai, and you kind of need another disruptor in there. But going Blue Kane and one-shotting Ash Rise could be a winning play for sure. Um, hey Fitz, how about you read the fucking screen where it says Champ Ocean versus PP Banditos 1-1? Huh? How about that? Do the math from there. It was PP Banditos with quite the clawback of the win. They were down a couple thousand at one point, but just really shut out the old Champ Ocean. Jordan's team won. Yup, Jordan was fucking eating them. Uh, this is also a tough bot lane for Ash Zyra. Yes, they have a lot of zoning, poke potential, but it's tough. Tough to get kills. And why are the two Ezreals? Fitz, that's been my question the whole time, brother. What did I turn off? Turn chat on. We need chat. Um. Okay, so we did not change any lane assignments from last game on the PP Bandits. It is Jordan top, River Otter in the jungle, and PP Bandit in the support role. So we will see if the Banditos can win two games. Sans Freshy. We do have the Flying Spaghetti Monster Vel'Koz, which is funny to see. I could not tell you. I should have looked up the mid lane stats. What wins between a Vel'Koz and a Rise? Not a clue. Not a clue. But I think like anything, Rise just does absolutely nothing for 45 minutes and then you win. So kind of banking on that one. Mike's Ezreal is pretty nasty. Lands a lot of the Qs, gets a lot of free poke, and the champion's just not fair because you never think he can do damage, and then he just hits you like that. I was gonna, oh yeah, just getting free poke. This lane early for Maokai gonna be very, very difficult. Really has to do a whole lot of nothing for a while. River Otter opting. Ugh. Opting for the cheater back to get an amp tome. Wizard Volibear. So their clear will be slower unless they skip a camp to hit the Skull Crab. So interested in what this strategy is. Usually you only do it if you can hop that barrier to wolves. But obviously Volibear cannot jump. He's got no hops. Like we drew it up, set, putting a beating on the Maokai here in lane. But, oh, knocking it back into tower. That's pretty big. Did not get the EW off. Velka's getting some nice damage onto Rise. Maokai looking confident here. Did W the set pull. And flashing the W. Unfortunately, Set wins this in the end. And Set flashing in and going to chase him down. First blood onto Set. Yeah, that's kind of how we thought it would go. A little over aggressive from Maokai. You win the longevity gameplay with the passive heals. You do not win a straight up fight, especially when Set gets a shield. But Volibear's coming in. Can we get a flash onto Ezreal? No, but we did stun up the Sona, get some damage on him, but not a lot of mana from the red side left over. So, a little unfortunate. I think the E was a little misplaced on the Volibear to miss out on a little damage. That's okay. Kane is kind of running away with the farm here. Like I said, beat him to the bot scuttle, and then Volibear ganks and vision. So Moxian knew that he had the top scuttle for free. Now he's up 10 farm, or 8 farm, because of that, and already starting second clear of camps. So not looking great for the jungle matchup. But Kanye has not hit anybody, I don't think. So we got zero progress towards farm. We'll get there eventually. Maokai seems to be a little scared now. Kind of realizing their folly. Set with the Phage is just going to be able to walk him down. And Maokai going full do nothing with a tier and refillable pots. So, feels bad. Feels bad to be him. Like I said, Ezreal and Zyra are able to Ezreal and Sona are able to position away from the Zyra, but Ezreal still just takes damage for free. That is the lane. Kane is walking into some vision, looking for a little gank action here, but probably will not get it. They're out of camps to do, so looking to poke a little bit, get some form up. You know, you got to fight a little bit. You got to spend money to make money, as they say. Ezreal just walking up here, getting slowed before he E's. Volibear has the flash here, and does flash Q the Ezreal. Ezreal flashes away before any real damage comes down. Kane getting a slow onto Ashe, but it's not enough to chase. Overall, a whole lot of nothing, but that is Ezreal flash. And both bot lanes on the red side have flash up, so maybe we do something there. Vel'Koz getting aggressive, dropping the ult onto Rise, who has to flash away to live. Pokemon does have TP to Perfect Johnny's no TP, but that is enough pressure right now for the Dragon start. Dragon's getting to 2k, and Vel'Koz is looking a little low here, getting caught out by Volibear. See if Ashe can get the damage down. Kane does smite the Dragon and leaves Sona to die. Not enough damage from anybody to do anything else on that fight. But we did take the dragon, so I'll call it a win for the blue side. Stack those dragons up. That was a mountain dragon. Next dragon is ocean, so we know those are not the souls. Could see another Hextech soul, which again would be large for getting through these squishies. Or Infernal Soul. Infernal Soul Ezreal? That sounds fun, doesn't it? Noxian running away from the Volibear. Ezreal doing everything they can to just get up some farm right now, getting another back, and probably get some progress towards the Manamune. Kayn getting a little more poke onto Set, who does ult him towards the tower. Maokai ult coming down, but I don't think there's enough damage. Taking a tower shot for free. Can we turn this back around? Set does not have the W again, but Ryze ult is coming down. Kayn looks like they can get away, but Maokai cannot. We just fail ulted the Volibear, so Maokai does get away with the flash. And Vel'Koz is kind of here. Set's a little low, but I don't think we have enough damage or enough mana on the team to really do anything meaningful here. Ashe ult coming from downtown. Misses. Misses. Interesting plays. Interesting plays. Good flash from Joe to get away. Bad pushing the wave before backing to give Set a free freeze if he wants it. But knowing Jordan, he probably doesn't want the freeze. Yeah, he's just pushing it. Maokai TP's back in. Sona looking to chase down a little bit. Does not have 6 for the ultimate, but that is a lot of damage going down onto PP Bandit. Perfect Johnny hit him with a little geometry. Really needs to get a back off, get a lost chapter, because he's been mana starved for a little bit here. And Papa Wand is up a kill and 20 CS, which is going to be 600 gold. So quite the lead here. Great W from Maokai to avoid the Set shield bash, whatever, Skullbreaker. No, that's the E. What is this W called? I don't know. Volibear is just doing the grubbies. Now Maokai knows, backing away from the fight. Wants to see Volibear before he commits to anything. Maybe not. Maybe we're okay with it, Nemen walking right into Volibear. Do get away. Vel'Koz is starting to take some damage here from Ryze. Kayn is in the back. I didn't see how Kayn got there, but we missed the Q onto Ashe. Kayn rarely misses a Q. Vel'Koz flashing away from Ryze just to get onto the Ashe and get a kill with the longest range ult possible. Kayn taking a lot of damage, ulting after taking the whole health bar, and we're just walking into Ryze to take a lot more damage. And we did get the kill. Triumph did not come in with the clutch save. Sona has to flash away. Vel'Koz zone a little bit, and where is Michael? Hitting the wave. Volibear ulting into 2 and is enough damage. Skips out on the shield. Does not get the kill. And where's Michael? In base. Good night, Sona. Double kill onto Volibear. Yikes. You don't like to see that. I feel like Maokai was starting to get their own underway on this top lane, but now because they kind of split their build between a little half boot action, a little Fimbulwinter-ness kind of action, and Set has a full cleaver, Set should win all those trades now. There's a strong item into the Maokai. Ezreal has backed, has the Fade Sheen, so should do a lot of damage on Any trade. Vel'Koz does not snap ult. If Vel'Koz is ulting, Rise Root doesn't stop it, right? I think Vel'Koz wins the damage war with the fully, what's the passive called? Oh. Ashe ult coming down onto Ezreal, who gets rooted yet again. Kayn on the back end to try to defend, but this is a D&D volley. Vel'Koz hitting with a little geometry here. Uh-oh. Kayn ulting again a little late. Does not get the damage or the heal from the damage. Do you even heal his base Kayn? I don't know. Maokai is dicking on set. Hold up. Oh, great flash from Set. Maokai doesn't time the W well, but doesn't matter. They're each going to go their own way with the gentleman's agreement. Said, thanks for playing. See you next week. Again, Vel'Koz has ult, unless it's bugged. I think we just kill if we get in there. Maokai's looking to heal up with a cheeky auto here and really catch Set off guard. I think if we can outplay with a W to avoid either an E or a W, it's very possible, but not when Maokai's here and we just W in before any spell is used. Oh, Joseph. Not how you want to play that one. Blue side does not take advantage of the Volibear being top lane with a Dragon take because Mike was based. So that's a tough one, and they will lose tier 1 to Set, who takes towers like a mofo with the double auto Q reset. Kane's pinging some shit. Red team's pinging some shit. Looks like red side just has the tempo for Dragon, and blue side's just all over the place with their backs. Really not on top of the macro plays here. You have ADC up 40 CS and just gave Dragon for nothing. Kind of crazy. Ashe ult coming down, catching Senna again, or Sona again, and Rise with the damage. One more Q. Will Mike body block? He did. Ashe with the slow. Heal coming out for speed. Good job getting away from it. Kind of crazy to see a Sona just stunned in 4 people and live, but that's life. That's the game. That was living. That was some live type shit. Mike, he said, I can't be losing this game. We got to start doing something. So he ease into Zyra. Tries to get the kill. Or into Ashe, sorry. Tries to get the kill. Kayn is here to do something. What? We don't know. But it's something. Has ult. Now Mike is in there doing some damage. Kayn doing some damage. Getting immediately stunned up. Does not do enough damage to really heal his Kayn yet. Set ult coming down onto Sona. And Vel'Koz ult is great positioning. Ezreal ult on top of it, but it's just not enough damage. Red side has all the vision in the world. And everyone lives. Set being there really kind of screwed up the plan there. I think Jordan has said, I've had enough of this tree guy. I'm just going to go see what I can do in the bot lane. And he did land a great ult, which is, you know, it's just really hard to play around if you don't see it coming and walk into a choke point. But this is a tough one. I think Moxian's a little behind the curve with Set and Rise as far as Kayn goes. So any of these fights, just not able to do enough damage to heal with the Kayn passive. Just don't have the items yet. I think not fighting is in their best interest for a couple of minutes. Mike also feels very irrelevant in these fights. Just isn't getting there fast enough, isn't doing enough damage to really mean much. Is even level with River Otter, which is impressive, but I don't know how much that means. We did leave Ezreal to 1v2, probably at Mike's call. He does love the solo XP. Blue side is trying to fight this. Volibear ult coming down. Sona is standing still. The tree is coming down. Kayn is finally doing some damage. Might be able to kill the Volibear. Does kill the Volibear with the W. Chasing down Ryze. No, we're switching targets. We're getting out of there. Smart play. And Mike is just, you know, up on life because he's now getting free farm and XP. Oh, is that what happened? Okay, so someone was just like in the middle of it doing nothing. I don't know. I didn't know of anything that could stun him for that long. Uh, but I guess, you know, good ult from Ashe. That's the most you can do when you're down there in the bottom. Mike now up. Let's do a little gold check. So overall in the game, 5 to 8, 300 gold up on the blue side. I guess 800 gold up now with that tower. But ADC is 1,600 gold up. Kayn is in some trouble here, getting walloped by Set. Maokai also in trouble. Oh my! Oh, six pack. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh! Oh! Nice kill from Joe. Disrupted the Volibear Q with his Q. That was kind of funny. Making Jordan flash the wall when I don't even know if that's a fail flash or like he intended to flash into Krug Pit, but it fucking worked out. Yeah, like Perfect Johnny's got to use that ult a little more. That does some damage, even with the one little stack of dematerialization or whatever Vel'Koz learns. Oh, these plants are really fucking Ezreal. Just tanking the damage, and Ezreal is out of mana. All we have are auto attacks, and it's not enough. It is not enough. Mike now has the man immune. Oh, we got a couple fights going down. Volibear versus Vel'Koz. My money's on the bear. I choose the bear, and he does get the kill. Maokai Kayn just kind of jerked each other around. Sharon, yes, it is 1-1. Someone's going home tonight. Who's getting voted off the island? We won't know until after this game. Red side is picking up another dragon, and that's Infernal Soul. It will be Infernal Soul in this game. So denying that from blue side, I think, is very good. I think Infernal Soul with the Vel'Koz Ezreal could be real dangerous at poking out the team fights. So you kind of want to stack those. Kayn's, you know, walking their way back into the game now with 2 kills. You know, more farm than Volibear. Still a couple hundred gold down, but that's manageable. Top lane, down a whole 1,000 simply from kill gold, it seems. We're just sitting 4-man in a bush. Well, red side isn't pushing up. Somebody's got to do something. I think we want to force this tower with the cannon wave, but we got to just start hitting it then. Get 1 minion under and 1 auto attack. And red side's taking mid tower. Oh, and that was warded. You're right. So they were just in there. But is it enough? Ezreal E in to kill Zyra? Not enough. Red side's just going to force tier 2 mid lane. Maokai is going to do his best to defend, but it's a little too late. Don't get caught up and dead to him. Set W is a crazy shield. Volley ult's whopping down on him. Sona getting some damage. Oh, Ezreal in there. Kayn flashing in, getting damage up there. Can we outplay the root? We can. Is it enough range? It is to get out. And interesting. Oh, Ryze ult just coming in. They're going right onto Ezreal, who was not the target. Sona ends up with the double stun. Kayn is on the back end and doing some damage. Ezreal gets a kill onto Ryze and will chase down the bear. Overall, it really works out for blue side. They essentially traded tier 2 for tier 2 and came out ahead on kills and on who they want them on. So, all's well that ends well, right? Set is pinging the targets, saying Vel'Koz and Ezreal are the people we care about. Fuck everybody else. Agreed. Vel'Koz damage really starting to come in once you hit him with the geometry there. We're a minute 45 away from third dragon for red side. So if I were them, we're getting vision like now, some deep vision into blue side. We're forcing tier 1 bot lane, and then we are fucking off to dragon. But we'll see what they do. Red side might be a little not confident in their teamfight ability. Oh, Ashe ult coming down, just goes wide. Ryze is getting collapsed on, does get hit by the Vel'Koz, collapsed on immediately and just knocked up like crazy. And unfortunate TP coming down from Set, which is going to get caught up. Set is going to have to W just to live. No damage off of that one. And now blue side's bringing in the reinforcements. The tree has come down. Ezreal is still just pushing mid. And blue side has control of red side's jungle now. Red side really just did not respect them. And went for a pick when they really had no control of their bot side. The tree is going to stun up. Vel'Koz getting the kill onto PP Bandit. Maokai is in there like swimwear. And they're going to just kind of disengage. So Dragon is up right about now. Blue side can just walk back to it and take it. I don't think red side really has a rebuttal unless they want to do some crazy Ryze ultimate technology. But I don't know if it's worth it at this point. Obviously, you do not want these Infernal Dragons to be falling to the blue side, but you did just fuck up, so you gotta kind of eat your dinner, you know? Like I said, the play was get vision around the dragon. They went for a pick without vision while their team was on the other side of the map, and got punished for it. So now, it is 14-15 in the favor of the red side, but gold is the other way, with blue side up about 4,000 golds. Blue side has 2 more towers and even dragons with the red side. So looks like they're gaining momentum. ADCs again, uneven matchup. Ashe is pretty hard to play here with Kayn jumping on him, and Maokai is just doing some crazy Maokai type shit. Kayn is just doing the bear though. This might be a crazy call. We do know that Ryze is bot lane. He has teleport. I think we need to call a TP in right now. We are TPing to the river bush. Red side needs to get into this fight to help the Ryze. It is tough with no real way in. They have no go button. Oh, they do have Set flashing in, who is immediately stunned up and taking a lot of damage. Ulting for damage. Gets Kayn ulted. Kayn does go down. Ashe is point blank into Maokai. Ashe is getting some auto attacks off. Volibear finally ults. Zyra had to flash away from Vel'Koz ult. Rise is doing some Rise shit. I think we still have Rise ult on the back end. Don't we go behind him and fuck him up? We got a full health Rise. Get in there. Interesting plays all around. Ezreal, now super dangerous. Once the fight is disrupted and you don't have a front line, Ezreal can just walk you down. So you really need to disengage. Probably get a back off before you try to defend this tower, because that's will happen. He will just flash on you and kill both of you. Oh, ultimate does come down right as barrier evaporates. And that's why we gotta respect the champions and the people that are playing them. Sit in mid lane with no wave, no reason to be there. Mike took advantage of it. And now Mike is just messing up Jordan. Holy, didn't even have time to W. This is looking all but over for the red side. Their hopes and dreams of winning the MF Rec League Season 11 dashed in an instant. And by instant, I mean 4 hours of League of Legends. The last-ditch effort. Can Rise put down enough damage to really shut him out? Maokai is getting caught, but Vel'Koz ult is coming down. Wait, Maokai did not die. And now Kane is on top of the Rise. Does get the damage down. Ezreal gets another kill. And we just need to hit a tower. We are taking a lot of tower shots here. Ooh, Set does finally get a fully charged W off and does a ton of damage. I don't even think that was fully charged. It wasn't yellow. And there it is. There it is. Champ Ocean advancing to round 2 of the playoffs. And PP Bandits going home, sad and alone. But they played well. That game 2 really was unexpected. I did not think they had it in them to claw back a win, but they played very well. You could see that game 3 getting a little deeper in the pool. Playing some stuff they might not play was their downfall. But I think you know how it is. Mike's the MVP. He did. The stats won't work, but he did the most damage every game. Perfect Johnny did put on a great show, especially with the Vel'Koz. I think if Johnny pulled the trigger on an ult or two sooner, I'd give him MVP. But held it a little bit too much, let some people walk away early, which I didn't like. But played a good series overall. So yeah, that was a good banger opening for the MF Rec League playoffs. Round 1 underway. Mike or anyone wants to hop in the booth?
Yo, you already know,
Oh, Michael, what's up?
dude.
All right, I guess walk me through it. Game 1 won by quite a landslide. You feeling very confident going into game 2? Or what was the locker room like there?
Game 2, we got cheese low key.
Jeez, you didn't expect the
We didn't
swaps?
we didn't notice they swapped roles.
Yeah, I didn't either. And then I was like, hold on.
So we will say that some of the builds were influenced based on us thinking someone else was somewhere else. So, probably wouldn't have went lethality Varus that game.
Yeah, I saw the hubris, and I expect you to be AP, honestly. But
Anything else would have been better that game.
yeah, the Cho'Gath was just kind of unkillable. But I think they played it very well. It was kind of like a front to back. I like seeing the Cho'Gath versus Sion matchup. But in the end, they just clutched it out. I think that Hextech Soul, or actually, it was Cho'Gath stealing the Baron, really got them back in the game, and then getting the Hextech Soul sealed the deal
There
there.
was just nothing we could do. Like we had zero
Yeah.
things to kill Cho'Gath, and the game went far enough where it was relevant.
So game 3 locker room talk. What'd you do to get the boys back in shape?
Well, now that we knew what roles who was going where, and we were paying attention, the game plan was ban 3 enchanters and pick the last one,
You did it.
and it went really well. Yeah, well executed.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, like you pick Sona. I was like, I don't know if I'd first pick Sona, but I think it was the only champion left. And then
Yeah,
I don't know what PP Bandit had left in the bag, but I think Zyra is a tough
I don't think
champion to
PP
pick bot
Bandit knew
lane.
what was left in the bag either.
Yeah. Um, but I
No,
think
he actually played fine low key.
yeah, no, I think it was fine. I think the Zyra plans definitely cucked Ezreal a little bit. At least one fight you like used your last mana to hit a plant instead of champion.
Yeah, helps stack the tier a little quicker, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, true, true, true. Um,
And no
but
AP though, which kind of pissed me off.
I was surprised that the Kane got through that many rounds. I didn't expect that to be still alive.
We kind of got Moxie and killed a couple times by fucking him over in the cane ult.
Yeah, yeah, you did. But that's life.
No, my team had a good mental this series. Felt pretty easy, pretty clean. We played this team, I feel like, a lot. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I think it was well played. Definitely a grind, but kind of like I don't know, midway through game three, you guys just kind of saw you were leading and took the reins from there, which is always good to see a decisive
kind of
win.
just ran it down mid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
There's some questionable macro plays throughout the series.
someone
Um,
comes there, no flash. Like, all right, say less.
you're right. Well, that was, I was like, it was one of those like I was calling it like a mid as it was happening. I was like, oh, you're just standing mid lane, like Ezreal's gonna chase you down, and then 2 seconds later you flash on him. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
But
no, that game felt good. River Otter played a pretty good couple of jungle games.
yeah, I think so.
Definitely caught us off guard. We were expecting more of the same, and then random role swaps kind of made the series a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I think definitely that the like Dusk and Dawn Zinzao was a menace and caught Moxian off guard a little bit, stealing some camps, doing some crazy trades. So that was fun to see. But I think you guys brought it back in game three. Not much Valleybear could do to the team when he had so much
Yeah,
distancing, disengage.
we were just a lot more prepared game three. Like I said, the role swaps, like we loaded into the game, we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that
Um,
was really the difference. We were prepared. As far as MVP for their team, low key, Jordan kind of solo won them game two. Maybe he earns it just for that.
I was gonna say
Game
100%
three.
Jordan kind of crushed it. Um, I don't. Yeah, it's either him like or River Otter really made a difference. And Papa Juan did also play pretty well, but I think Jordan just was one of those like I'm going. And then even in game three, there was some fight bot lane that like Jordan was just in, and he
Yeah,
ulted as set, and it looked like it caught you guys off guard. So
yeah.
he
The
had that
TP down the dragon is like, what the fuck?
yeah. So he had that fighting spirit in him. Um,
Yeah, probably give it to Jordan.
do you know bracket wise where this
Not a fucking
puts
clue. The
you?
bracket was so weird.
Hold on. So where are you? Shamposh PP Bandit. Uh, I gotta assume you would either face the 2 or the 7 seed, which would be Colby Cates or 14 Beers. So see how that series plays out, and then you'll face their winner. But good luck on the
Wait,
rest of the
who do we
games.
play? Colby Cakes or 14 Beers?
I
Which team
think
has 14 Beers?
I don't fucking know. Scudler,
Oh, that's Bubba's Bubba's team. Yeah,
yeah. Um, so
I think Colby's Cakes should probably win. They're probably the early favorite. They're like a minus 250 probably.
it is the 2 seed versus the 7 seed. So
Yeah, yeah, maybe a little bit more than minus 250, but
Um, so if you do face them, you're playing a better seed than you started. So good luck.
all right. One last thing.
Yeah.
Someone knows me at OPGG review. You gotta pull it up.
Who?
I'll send it to you. Hold up.
Gonna make me mess with my
and you can kill the stream. Spent 5,000 good points on this.
Okay, send it.
Vincent, got it?
I don't know if I can. Yeah. Oh, of Twinkle. Can I do this? Oh yeah, you guys want a new driver? All right, what do we got? Well, here we'll update. We'll update.
Oh, that's
Uh,
updated.
oh, it's updated. Man, I think it got more red. Um, so we're Diamond 1. We're at a 54% win rate, but last 20, we got 49%. He was unyielding. He tried. He struggled. He was the reason. He was the reason. He was the reason. You know, a couple wins, couple losses. A lot of red on the last 7 days.
All we needed. Good. Appreciate that.
Alrighty. Well, GG's. See everybody.
Anybody?